Hello and welcome to the stream. I'm Victoria Corva, you can call me V, and I'm going to be co-writing with AI Dungeon. I've done this a few times before. I've also just finished a co-writing series with Novel AI, which I really loved, and I'm excited to see what AI Dungeon has in store for me since their big update. But before I get into that, just want to take one moment to say why I'm on YouTube right now instead of on Twitch, which is essentially, it's for something called hashtag a day off Twitch, arranged by Wreck-It Raven and a few other streamers. Essentially, Twitch has been undergoing a lot of hate raids, which is where people have created thousands of bots to raid marginalized streamers, think people of color, queer streamers, women, to go in their chats and constantly spam it with follows and hate speech and just vile things, and also dox them, revealing their personal details and putting their lives at risk, essentially. So it's a really horrible thing, which Twitch isn't really doing anything about, because anyone smaller than their top tier streamers who are not at risk of hate raids and have privilege in that respect will make basically no difference to their viewerships. So while this will not make any impact at all, obviously, me being less than a small streamer, really, and even if everyone other than their top streamers stopped doing it, it wouldn't make an impact in their viewer numbers. But it's about solidarity and it's about raising awareness, so I just thought I would mention that. Because yeah, it's really, really vile. It's extremely grim, and I do hope that Twitch will do something about it. And since this boycott, one-day boycott, as it were, is not really has appeared in lots of news articles and gaming websites now. Hopefully that's put a certain amount of pressure on them, and certainly at least has raised awareness. Anyway, back to the stream at hand. I've got to start a new story. This is so weird being on YouTube. I really hope that this is all working well. I haven't got anyone here right now to ask, I don't think. I don't see anyone in chat whether you can hear me, so I hope that you can. Let's see. We're gonna start a new story. I think you hit prompts. Yes, this is how you do it. I'm gonna keep doing fantasy stories because that's what I know, and if I have to if I have to wing this with an AI constantly doing random things and throwing wrenches into the mix, I would much rather be doing something that's kind of familiar to me. So far we've done stories where, let's see, the first one we were a swamp witch and a fae came and asked us for help. That was a very strange one. We tried to write a werewolf story and that went very strangely, I will not lie, and it didn't really go anywhere. And with Novel AI, we wrote a really cute dragon story, which I think wrapped up okay, honestly. So, I kind of like the idea of being like a dragon again. I wonder if I can go through these prompts and then I can delete and try again. I think that I can, because it's not really... We'll say fairy for now. Enter your character's name. Oh, you'd think I would come in with ideas for all of this already sorted out, but no, never. I never prepared. Our character's name will be Marin. Generating story. Oh, okay, let's see what the AI has created. You are Marin, a fairy living in the kingdom of Larian. You live in a fairy realm hidden under a grassy hill near the castle. Your skin is a light tinge of blue, your wings sparkle in the sunlight, and you are very small and good at hiding. You are fascinated by humans, and love to watch them from their flowers where you blend in. While you are hiding, suddenly a beautiful girl runs towards you, and before you know what's happening, she jumps right into your arms. You're not a human, the girl exclaims as she hugs you tightly. Oh my goodness, AI Dungeon. I mean, I was thinking we would just restart with something kind of more unusual than the initial prompts, but I really They've really gone all in. This is a very cute AI dungeon. I'm not unhappy with this. Yeah, okay. Not a human. But if you're in a flower, you're really small. How is this? So you're watching humans. How does she jump into your arms? This doesn't actually make sense, as cute as this is. So we do typically play in story mode, and I always allow myself to edit what is going on because we're not playing an RPG. We are trying to write a story. Okay, let's edit this so that she just like flops next to you. Try to keep the mood. Try to keep the moo. Nope, not what I was trying to say. Not even slightly what I was trying to say. I think that edit's okay, so let's have a look at this. So what I've said now is, while you are hiding, suddenly a beautiful girl runs towards you, and before you know what's happening, she drops into the grass beside you, the earth shuddering under her weight. "You're not a human!" the girl exclaims as she gazes at you adoringly. Yeah, okay. I think that is okay. I mean, I've only lightly edited what the AI came up with initially. I'm just not gonna restart the AI. I was thinking I would come up with an entirely new scenario. This is very cute. I do kind of miss that with novel AI, you have the option to not use prompts and just start completely fresh. Whereas you don't really have that option with AI Dungeon, which is a shame. But, well, you don't easily simply have that option. I'm sure AI Dungeon experts will come to me in the comments or in chat and be like, actually, V, it works completely differently than that, and you just don't know how to use the software. And you know what? That is true. Anyway, let's try and continue this story. Can I wish I could enlarge this box here. Oh, we were trying to do, we're using the edit function to create things so that people can see it more easily, I think is what we were doing with AI Dungeon. Can you tell I've completely acclimatized to novel AI, and now I don't know what I'm doing in AI Dungeon. Even more than in the past. That's a shame. I'm not really into fairies. I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know why I clicked fairies. choose from? You can. Hang on. Excuse me. Maybe I should start again. I'm not feeling this fairy story. I feel like with the dragon story, I really knew what I was doing. I don't know what to do with a fairy story, if I'm completely honest with you. As cute as it was, I don't know, I'm not feeling it. I'm gonna have to do this for a while. I'm gonna start again. So I believe I can delete, right? Delete. Bass said, oh, hi, Bass. Hello, welcome. That's Story Dragon. Turn the fairy into something else. I think instead of trying to do it in the story, which I think will be very awkward, I'm just gonna try it again. I've already become spoiled by Novel AI and just getting to star a story. Okay, here we go. Enter a prompt that describes who you are in the first couple sentences of where you start out. So, let's be a cat. I'm doing a creature story again. We can be in Larian. This is like the prompt rather than like the story. Okay, and then I'll let the AI finish this. So, I've written, you are a cat in the kingdom of Larian. Your name is Misty. You live in the palace and hunt rats, but you aren't very good at it. A rat has just escaped you again in the palace gardens when, and then we'll let the AI go. I really just was not feeling fairies. I don't know what it was. To be fair, I'm also quite nervous today. Anyway, how are you doing, Bass? It's really nice to see you here. You know a dog called Misty? It's a cute pet name, I think. It's fine. How is the AI doing? I mean, nothing's really happening right now, so I don't really feel like rating you. You live in the palace and hunt rats, but you aren't very good at it. A rat has just escaped you again in the palace gardens when the guards arrive. You flee to the shadows, but one of them spots you. They say, there's one. Oh my gosh. You feel fear and terror, but you must fight back? Will you flee or fight? I don't think a cat can fight a god. I don't know, this is interesting. Bass says, Misty is a small cute dog. Aw. That's lovely. Alright, okay. Alright, yeah, it's very... If I just delete, you must fight back, because that means we have to, which is ridiculous. It's interesting that the AI is trying to tell us, let's have a fight, moments after starting the story about a kitty cat. But that is AI Dungeon to a T, pretty much. I think this uses... Okay, so I've written, you puff up your fur to look very large and hair away through the shrubs. This is probably the worst of both worlds, and with your fur sticking up, the shrubs scratch at your skin. But in fairness, you've never been chased by palace guards before. The guards run over to the hedge and peer around, but they don't see you, and in their heavy armor they are unlikely to be able to pursue. You have never liked how loud and clanky the guards are, but right now you're pleased. You scurry over to the edge of the hedge and peer out from between the leaves. What do they want with you? And the AI adds, from across the hedge you can see that one of them is holding a small black rat in the palm of his hand. You have no memory of ever being chased by a man and a rat, but this is no time for wandering. Sure, it's all fine, AI. Vass says, my day is not really bad. Today was the first day of school after the vacation, so I saw some friends again. Well, I do call them friends. I actually think I do, at least one. Oh, I'm glad that you've seen your friends again. I really hope that your return to school is smooth. My younger siblings are back at school. Some of them went back today, I think. But in general, they're going back over the next couple weeks. And after a year of mostly being at home during the pandemic, I don't know how it'll go for them. I'm a little bit worried, but I hope it'll go really well. Anyway, yeah, I'm glad that you have friends to come back to. Let's see. He's holding a small black rat. This is so strange. I'm not averse to it. I've always liked that AI Dungeon is very weird. Novel AI was less weird. And I think sometimes that helped make the story writing more smooth, but like there was less kind of... I felt like there were less strokes of genius, whereas this is... I'm already interested in this strange god versus cat situation. Bass says, for me, school's not online anymore for some time before vacation already. Oh, fair enough. Both AIs are weird in their own way, says Bass. Yeah. Oh, definitely. We'll see how this one goes. so strange. I'm just kind of going with what I feel like is being said by the AI. Maybe I'm completely off. The rat squeaks loudly and the guard nods as if he understands and stomps away. After a moment, the other guard follows. Your stomach curls uneasily. Are the humans taking orders from rats now? You wait. Oh, this is the AI now. You wait, watching the dirt. Why are you watching the dirt? The guards walk around the garden for a time and eventually they leave. You know you should leave as well, but you are too scared, and after some time has passed, you peek out from the hedge again. That's nothing. That's nothing AI Dungeon. I think you should try that again. Undo? No, hit retry? You amuse yourself by watching them patrol the lawn, bending forward with their chins on their knees, searching the ground for intruders. They seem so weak and stupid compared to you. No wonder the humans hate you. What on earth? I want to talk about them bending forward and putting their chins on their knees, searching the literal ground for intruders. That's so weird. What an oddly specific and oddly strange visual. Why? I just don't understand what that could have been meant to be. Where is it getting this idea that when people patrol, they just like hunker down, rest their chin on their knees, and stare at the dirt? It's so strange. I think you should go again. You should go again, AI Dungeon. You creep out from the hedge and head over to the guard. He looks smart in his glossy black helmet and shining silver coat. But you spit on his shiny coat anyway. I think the guard's left. I don't... We'll say... Bass says, oh, I will be able to watch more of the streams now. Before vacation, I could every time only watch the first 30 minutes. Starting next week, that is the only thing I cannot watch. Okay, so you used to watch the beginning and now you'll watch the end. You're able to move some things around. Well, it'll be very lovely to see you. Okay, so what I'm trying to do here is actually keep the spirit of following the guards, because I like the description that they've, and the idea of this cat spitting on the guard's coat is actually very amusing to me. So trying to like make this make sense almost? I don't know. The important thing is, unlike with the werewolf story, things are happening now. This is the time of things happening. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Okay. So you creep out from the hedge and follow the guard who wasn't holding a rat. Was it isn't? Oh yeah, of course it was present tense. That's good. So. run. Okay, I'll try this. So you spit on his shiny coat anyway. He looks down at you in surprise and you fuzz your tail and back away. He throws a worried glance at the back of his fellow guard, then whispers to you, "Go on, shoo, before they find you." Your tail lashes the air uncertainly. Is this guard friendly? "Shoo," he whispers again, flapping his hands at you. You consider the tiny rat in your belly. Should you risk trusting this human? Then again, he is the only one who has shown you kindness. What? The tiny rat in your belly? Are you like consulting? Are you consulting the rat you've eaten, AI Dungeon? I mentioned in the first, if we scroll up here, I mentioned you hunt rats, but you aren't very good at it. And then the AI has just been like, put rats everywhere. This story is about rats. And like, but in the most strange way. Oh, there's another line. You stretch out your hand and gingerly stroke his shoulder-length black hair. You're a cat! You can't do that. It does not understand what it means to be a cat. Novel AI, I just want to come out here. I shouldn't be pitting these two against each other because they're different, and Novel AI was specifically made for the purpose of writing stories, whereas AI Dungeon is not. But Novel AI would have known what a cat was. I'm just saying. No, I don't like that. I don't like any of that. Or I do like it, but it's just bizarre. So we're gonna try that again. I forgot how much AI Dungeon makes me laugh. It's just such a ridiculous AI. Shoo, he whispers again, flapping his hands at you. Go on, fly away! Fly away. You have no wings, but you do have long, powerful legs. He speeds ahead of you, and you are forced to follow him by leaping around him? If you keep up this pace, you'll be faster than him in minutes. Oh, what? No. What is happening? I'm so confused. The fun of AI Dungeon. This is fast. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my goodness. You're forced to leap around him. I just don't know. Try again. Oh, it was so weird. You hear a muffled cry behind you, then a yelp, then more laughter. The guards are playing a joke on the little rat. Okay, so they're not being controlled by the rat. I mean, that makes more sense. I don't know, AI Dungeon. I just can't even with you, AI Dungeon. I just don't know what is going on. Okay. It shouldn't be behind you. It should be ahead of you because we're at the back. Well, they do what the rat wants and then do bad things to it? That's not really unnatural. I don't know, boss. It's very strange. Alright, I'm gonna roll with this whole rat thing. It just loves rats. Wow. Okay, so. Bass says, you know, like following orders until you don't like it anymore or something. I mean, I guess so. It's just all very inconsistent for, like, the first 200 words of a story, if you see what I mean. But that's co-writing with AI Dungeon, you know? We're just gonna go with it. Oh, okay. Excuse me, I'm yawning. Big yawns. Let's see. Like the idea of them torturing us. Okay. Bass says, yeah, the chaos is also what makes AI Dungeon so much fun. Oh, absolutely. Fully agreed. We already used the name Marin, I used it again. Okay. Your ears flatten to your head and a small growl builds in your chest. As little as you liked the idea of the guards doing the bidding of a rat, you like the idea of them torturing one even less. You prowl forward toward the guard holding the rat. The friendly guard tries to stop you, but you dart easily between his legs. The guard's back is to you. There's another yelp, then a high-pitched squeak as if of pain. You hate the sound of it. Honestly, though you chase the rats around a bit, you've never actually managed to catch one. The guard spins, laughing. Marin, he says. Look at this! It hates its little tail being pulled. The other guard, Marin, slips a noose over your head and jerks you tight. Your neck burns and you want to snap it, but you can't move. You twist frantically in the string's grip, but it won't give. What the heck? Oh, the holy cup, what? What? I'm speechless. That's awful. AI Dungeon. No, bad AI Dungeon. Undo. That was very bad, AI Dungeon. Oh my goodness. Did you tell a story about lynching a cat? What is wrong with you? Lynching anyone. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Okay, sure. I'm gonna go with this. Pasta's AI Dungeon wanted to stop the story again, it seemed. Yeah. I thought it was incredibly grim. Okay. I've added something. I'm hoping that if I continue the story a bit, we will get away from whatever the AI was trying to do that was so violent. The nice guard, Marin, says, "Leave it alone. The wizard will be furious if you hurt her familiar," and you leap, jumping straight for the cruel guard's face. You catch him completely by surprise, claws scratching at his unprotected face. He drops the rat and bats you aside, but you land on your feet. As the rat flees, you run protectively behind it. The two of you disappear into another hedge. And then the AI says something completely random. You tune them out? It's nice to have your own friends for once. You and Marin hide behind bushes and listen to the guards talking. They think you're still playing with the little rat. They're having such a fun time tormenting it. None of that makes any sense, AI Dungeon. I think it's very confused about writing a story about a cat. Go again. Oh, alright. You hear Marin swearing and more footsteps than his own. You fling yourself at the hedge, just barely stopping yourself from being seen. You can hear the guards clearly now. They are calling out your name. It's no use. I don't know how they would know the name of this random palace cat, but... Pastas, it messes things up. It really does. I feel like that's a very consistent thing with AI Dungeon, is it's just constant, unexpected strangeness. This isn't terrible, though. We'll try and... I really don't know what we're doing with this story, but you know, that's fine. You hear the mean guard swearing and heavy booted footsteps. You burrow deeper into the hedge, just barely stopping yourself from being seen. You can hear the guards clearly now. They are calling for you to come out. It's no use. The mean guard kicks a twig or something, sending it skittering across the ground. We've lost the wizard's damn rat. Marin replies, You mean you lost it? What the hell was a cat doing jumping at me like that anyway? The pair walk away, grumbling. You glance at the black rat cowering beside you. It does look a little strange for a rat. Its eyes are pure white and almost glow, and there are strange glittering marks in its fur, nearly invisible against the black. Well, says the rat in a high-pitched squeak. I didn't expect help from a cat, that's for sure. Your tail fuzzes and you take a few steps back in surprise. This rat can talk like a human. Sure. I think we're writing like some kind of like strangely dark children's story. I don't really know what's going on. I'm gonna have the AI go. What? Why are you looking at me like that? The rat frowns. I can't help it if humans have beards. No, it's not that. I guess the cat can speak. You find you can't look away from the strange black eyes. That is the opposite color. That's a very different color than the color that I said, AI Dungeon. Anyway. I can't help it if humans have beards. This is all very strange. Go again. Oh man, I miss Novel AI, and I miss Expensive AI Dungeon. Expensive AI Dungeon works very, very well, but it is expensive, so we don't do it. What do we have here? You can talk, you say. You can't help the pride in your voice. I don't know. The rat laughs. Well, of course I can talk. It says my name is Marta, doesn't it? Yes, you admit. Does it? What the heck? What is going on? By the way, it's 10 to 3. I'm going to stop at 3 today. So we've got about 10 minutes left of the stream. We're going to see how this goes. Okay. You can talk, you say in amazement. Most rats can't. Most cats can't, he replies. Most humans can't, you say. I don't know. Oh, AI Dungeon, you're just generating only garbage. Why are you doing this? Go again. Oh my goodness. Just, most humans can't, and it can, though. Don't be so surprised, the rat smiles. After all, it's not every day you catch a mouse sneaking around your home. You consider this a trap. I'm not sneaking around. Not sneaking? I don't know. You protest indignantly. I live here. We're also not a rat, so... I don't know what's happening. Go again. I just wanted to tell a cute cat story, and then the AI had us attacked by gods, holding a rat. So I just... This is... I'm not really a rat, it says, following your eyes. I was turned into one by that wizard. You growl and the rat backs away. That seems better! Yes! Yes, AI Dungeon! You did it! You did it and I love you! I knew you could do it! I know I'm always really mean to AI Dungeon. I'm always mean to the AIs, but I love the AIs or I wouldn't keep coming back. It's just ridiculous what you get before you get the good stuff from it. And it makes me laugh. But, okay, this is basically good. I don't really get following your eyes. Okay, I'm gonna go with this and we'll see what the AI does. So, I'm not really a rat, it says, noting your shock. I was turned into one by that wizard. You growl and the rat backs away. But you're not a normal cat either, are you? It says. Why else would you risk your life to protect me? You don't know what to think about that. You can't talk. You don't have sparkly fur or glowing eyes. You're just a regular cat, and a poor ratter. The rat seems emboldened by your silence and creeps forward. My name is Lissa. I need to get back to my wizard, but let me give you a word of advice. Get away from the palace. It's not a safe place anymore for any animals. Lissa pauses. Especially not any that are a bit different. And with that, she skitters away, disappearing further into the hedge. So, I'm going to let the AI go, and then that is the end for today. So let's see what we get. And when I say I'm going to let the AI go, I mean I'm probably going to have to let the AI retry 10 times. You don't quite understand it at all, but you like that she called you your own name. You are a cat after all, not a slave. It's time to act. No. Go again. That's a big no. Gosh, do you remember when the AI put a noose around the cat? Oh my god. I still can't get over that. You watch her go, unsure what to make of all this. You're a cat after all, not some kind of monster. You debate following her, or going back to the palace, or doing something else. Sure, go again. Not retry, just add something else. I feel like that was extremely nothing, where they, you know, sometimes when you ask to retry a lot, it's like, I'll just do something that changes nothing. And you're just like, well, that's just kind of some waffle, but I suppose that's fine. And that's when you see a black, raven-winged creature glide high above the palace. You gaze back at the hedge, and see a bunch of rats pouring out, swarming over the palace. You hear screams from within the building. Oh, that is interesting. See, this is good. This is like, there's some kind of weird, magical, controlling animals strangeness going on right now. And that is interesting. That could lead to an exciting story. I like that. I don't know why you gaze back at the hedge. Hang on, just edit that. So now that's when you see a black wing crying for the palace. You emerge from the hedge and see a bunch of rats pouring over the walls, swarming over the palace. You hear screams from within the building. That seems like a really good place to end. Bass is interesting. I agree. I think this could maybe go in an interesting direction. It's been strange. I am pleased we're writing about a cat and not a fairy. I was not feeling the fairy at all. And the girl running up to them. And yeah. Anyway. Let me go to my end screen. So, this has been AI Dungeon. This has been my first stream on YouTube. Probably not my last, but I am returning to Twitch. Oh, Davis, hello! Hi, heck, you had to start streaming while I was out. Starts crying eternally. Oh, I'm so sorry, I've missed you. I normally stream on Twitch, so I'll be back on Twitch streaming AI Dungeon on, on Wednesday. And Raymond, hello and welcome as well. I'm definitely going to be doing lots more of these. I'm sorry I'm ending now. Yeah, we've returned to AI Dungeon and it has been weird, but good. I'm looking forward to the next one. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you, Bass, for keeping me company. And I will see you all again soon. Bye.